Okay. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and cut this thing out right now. So make sure you're using a very sharp knife. I'll see if this one's still sharp. If not, I'll put a new blade in it. As you start making more cuts on the cube, you're going to have to be more and more delicate with it because it will start to torsion and twist on you. And remember the same technique that we used before where you turn the blade vertical to make sure that the cut goes all the way into the corner. Okay? All right, so there's that. Now we'll cut this edge. One thing that often helps when you're doing this is to label which is the roof and which is the floor, or which way north is on a wall, right? That helps to keep you somewhat oriented. All right, two more. How many minutes are we at, Melissa?
Minute and 30 seconds.
Oh, that's very short. One more. This is where you have to be real careful because this is where it can really start to fall apart on you. Okay, so there's the piece that is being removed. And there's my wall thickness. Okay. So now the important thing to note here is that now we can physically see what's happening in addition to what we saw on the computer. So you want to make sure that when you put this one over top of this one that it's square. It's really easy to not have it be square, okay? So it's easy for it to be kind of slightly off and twisted. If you do that, you're going to have a problem. So there's that, and now I'm going to draw my line all the way around it. There is where this one rests. As I mentioned, it is often very good to say which is the top. So I'm going to put a T right here. Don't forget to do this because once this thing, if this thing gets, like if you're looking at it, it's like, yeah, it looks like a box with the corner cut out. Which way's up? That way? That way? That way? That way? If you have a T there, you know which way's up. I'm going to put a T here also. All right? So don't forget to do that. All right? So now, am I ready to cut?
No.
No? What do I got to do? I got to measure over the thickness of the foam core. All right? And I'm going to just double check that thickness. I think it's 9 inches, but we'll find out. Yeah, it's about 9 inches. Looks like it's a little less than, but it's supposed to be 9. Keep losing myself with the 3/16. Where are you? There you are. Okay, I'll draw those lines all up. Okay, so now, right, you guys can see, and the camera can hopefully see, right, that I've got that line inset. What I sometimes do is I actually put little X marks so that I don't cut the wrong line. On the one that's further out, I put little X's on it. That way I'm assured to cut the correct line. And as with all things, I'm going to take this one and set it on here, right, so that I'm kind of sure that I'm cutting the right surface. So what often happens to people is they don't mark T on here, and they'll build the box inverted, upside down. Or they'll turn one of these sideways, and then they build it wrong. So it's very important that you put that little T up on top of both of these for top. Okay? All right, how many minutes? All right, go ahead and stop it.